Hi, welcome back. Round 7 of the Collector with Wendy and Roland. The story so far. Clearly, Victoria Devereux set this whole thing up as a trap to get us here. We're not quite sure why yet, but we've been split up. Our lead investigator, Roland, has been knocked on the head and dragged to the storeroom. And we've got Peter Warren in play there. We haven't actually got to him yet. And he's not hunting us, so we'll just leave him there for the time being. And we've got quite a few clues out on the board, so we need to get that. Well, get those. Wendy has managed to do herself proud. She's took some damage, dragged those guys with her to the museum lobby, and then evaded both and managed to slip away back to the Hall of the Exotic, leaving her free at the moment to start hoovering up some clues. So we really need now to investigate the shit out of this place and get cracking. Now, having said that, as usual, first step, mythos phase. Put a doom. Doom 3, the threshold is 3, so we advance the agenda. So let's spin that over. Okay, get focus. There is a scraping and tapping from behind you and you turn around to see a monstrous apparition. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Yithian observer and spawn it at the lead investigator's current location. Then shuffle the encounter deck and discard pile together. Okay, let's do that first. Let's find a Yithian observer. Can we find one? Of course we can find one, there's going to be one in here somewhere. Where? There's one there. There's one there. Let's shuffle the only one discard there. So I will shuffle these between turns, but at the moment this will be enough, I think, just to get us by. Okay, so right there, Yithian observer. This will spawn at Roland's location, so it will immediately engage him. Let's just have a quick look at the card. So fight 4, damage, hit points 4, agility 3. Monster Yithian. Forced. When the Yithian observer attacks you, discard 1 card at random from your hand. If you cannot, Yithian observer deals +1 damage and +1 horror for this attack. Ooh. Okay. Big 10-foot tall conical creatures, as I recall. If I recall my Lovecraft correctly, and I trust I do. So we get rid of that one and we bring in the next agenda. Focus, focus, focus. Agenda 3A, the shadow grasps. A powerful mind grips yours with a savage grasp and begins to pull. A voice speaks to you, it proposes a bargain, a journey. You will see things no other man has seen, know what others cannot, but you cannot return from this journey. Not overly keen on that, to be fair. Forced. At the end of each round, place 1 doom token on this agenda unless all investigators gained a clue token during that round. Okay, so basically that we made 8 to get to the doom threshold, but it could be as little as 4 turns that does that, unfortunately. So we'll pop this onto the old trusty Gloomhaven stand. And we will crack on. So Doom's been removed, so we're now on to the draw phase of the mythos part. So we'll draw for Wendy, dissonant voices. You put dissonant voices into play in your threat area. You cannot play assets or events. At the end of the round, discard. Okay, so that goes into Wendy's threat area. Assets or events. Okay, that's a problem because it means we don't get the extra turn with Leo DeLuca, unfortunately. Although I'm thinking now, this is where sometimes I get a little bit confused, and you can tell me if I'm wrong. I can't play. Does that mean put into play? Because they're already in play. So I'll check later, but I mean, this bloody thing's hard enough as it is. I think it means we can't put into play. You cannot play assets or events. So they're already in play. So we're not playing those, we're using them for an action. So I'm going to play it that way and I'll check later. Sue me if I'm wrong. Okay, so then, Roland. You are in the doo-doo. So now we've got two Yithian observers, both engaged with Roland. Are they hunters? No, they're not. But I don't know how we're going to get rid of those, because from here we could drag them away to the curator's office, but we don't know what we're going to find there. Then we'd have to evade Peter Warren as well. We've got no real weapons of any substance, in fact no weapons at all. We could go back to Wendy and let her evade them. She could engage them and evade them and leave Roland there, but we're going to take a hell of a lot of damage. We're going to take 2 damage and 2 sanity attacks opportunity, and we can only discard 1 card from our hand. So we take another plus, so we take basically we take 3 damage and 3 sanity, and we can't take 3 sanity because that would kill us. I think we have a real problem here. A real problem. Okay, let's see if we can do this. So it's Wendy's turn. What can Wendy do? I think the best thing to do here, Wendy will move. We've got to get a clue. So Wendy will play. We don't need this burglary, so she'll discard this. And she'll take a clue from the pool. First action. Second action, she will move to here. Third action, she will engage one of the Yithian observers. Okay. Fourth action, because we've got Leo DeLuca, and I know it's an asset, but we're going to play that it's already in play and we're using it. We're not putting it into play, we're not playing it. So she needs to evade, and I think we can't afford to fail this. So, okay, so it's 3. She's got 4. Let's see what we get. And it's a -1. So we still get it. So it's 4 -1 is 3. So we still managed to evade this Yithian observer. Okay, so that is evaded and it's in there. And that's the end of Wendy's turn. Now we move on to Roland. Roland has got no real... Man, how is Roland going to... Ah, okay, right. No, because if Roland moves, it's going to take him 2 actions to move. And he's not going to kill, and that means he'll take an attack of opportunity. So Wendy needs to get those guys out of the way somehow. I'm not sure how. Okay, so I mean, our first action we could try and kill it, but we've got nothing. And we have to get a clue, otherwise we're going to put an extra doom on the agenda. What to do? Come on, Roland. Think. So I guess we're not going to be able to kill it. No way. We could drag it out the way and take the damage, and then try and evade it, which might be the best idea. At least it gets it out the way. So I think that's what we'll do. This is a bad move, possibly, but Roland will move there. That takes a Yithian with him. So he takes 1 damage, takes him down to 4, and he takes 1 sanity, which takes him down to 2. We have to discard a card from our hand. We've only got 1. That stops us taking the additional. Now we have to somehow evade this. And we need a +1. A +1. Because that would be, we've moved, no, because we're in trouble, because that was 2 actions to get there. So, or at least we can evade and we don't take any more damage. So, we need a +1. We need a +1. And we get a minus how many clues there are at the location. So that's a massive fail. So we do fail, unfortunately. And that's the end of Roland's turn. Now he tries to get rid of his Frozen in Fear, which is really screwing us up. Where are Frozen in Fear? Test 3, so it's 3 against 3. And we get a 0, so at least we get rid of that. That's one good thing that's happened. So, Frozen in Fear, we get rid of that. But we've still got the Yithian Observer there. Okay, so that's the end of the Investigator turn. Now it's the enemy turn. Oh, we didn't reset those last time. Not that it makes a difference, but anyway, let's just reset them. So, the only enemy that's actually can act or is in a position to act is this Yithian Observer, and this could be the end for Roland, because that, I think we made a big mistake here, and Roland didn't get a clue either. Okay, so we just had to play this through to the conclusion. So the Yithian Observer will do an attack, which basically is 3, takes him down to 3, takes him down to 1. We can't discard anything from our hand because we haven't got a hand. That was a mistake. We probably should have picked something up last turn. But, so we take additional +1 damage, +1 horror. So that basically kills Roland, unfortunately. Sorry, Roland. So that goes there. Your clues get dropped here, and you get killed. And the Yithian Observer goes back there. Oh dear. Okay, and of course it didn't attack, so it's exhausted. Oh, that was not a good round. Okay, so we go to the cleanup phase. On exhaust, we draw a card for Wendy, and it's the Derringer. We need 3 to play that, and it gives us +2, and if I succeed by 2 or more, I deal +1 damage. Okay. We take 1 resource, perfect, and we get rid of Dissonant Voices. So why am I putting that on the top of there? That should be there. Okay, so unfortunately we lost Roland. Oh, and one additional thing, because Roland didn't get a clue, we already put an additional Doom token on there. So the chances of getting 20 clues now, slim to anorexic. So, okay, that's the end of the round, and we'll catch you next time for turn 7, 8? Oh, I've forgotten. But anyway, turn 6, 7, turn 8, I think. Okay, bye for now.